that the volume of any nucleus is directly proportional to the mass number A. Water rises in plant fibers due to capillarity, flow of blood in the veins. The next question, students. The volume of the nucleus is directly proportional to. Experiments have shown that volume of the nucleus is directly proportional to its mass number A. So from experiments, it has been proved that the volume of any nucleus is directly proportional to the mass number A. See, hydrogen consider ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ಅದರ ಸೈಜ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಯುರೇನಿಯಂ 92 mass number 92 nucleons, so it should have a considerable size. So volume of a nucleus is directly proportional to its mass number A. Electron is called as a lepton depending upon the type of beta decay. We consider electron to belong to the family of leptons. Minority charge carriers in a p-type semiconductor is free electrons. In a reverse bias diode, voltage changes by 1 volt. Change in voltage is 1 volt and current is found to change by 0.5 microamp. The reverse bias resistance has to be calculated here. So here R equals delta V divided by delta I. V by I ಅಂತ direct ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ because he says there is a change in voltage, change in current. So delta V divided by delta I. Change in voltage is 1 volt. Current is 0.5 into 10 power minus 6. 0.5 na half ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ 2 goes to the numerator. 2 into 10 power 6 ohms will be the answer. Very simple. Truth table given here. See the operation. Input is low, output is high. One of the input is high, output is high. Both the inputs are high, output is low. So this has to be a NAND gate. Dimensional formula for impulse. So impulse is defined as force into time. Dimensional formula for force is ml square t minus 2. Time is t. So this is m l t minus 1. So the answer is the fourth option. Next one. Now the problem says maximum height attained by a projectile at an angle theta is found to be half of the horizontal range. Then what is the value of theta? Maximum height attained by a projectile is half of the horizontal range. So maximum height is half of the horizontal range. Now, what is the expression for maximum height? U square sin square theta by 2g. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Maximum height is u square sin square theta by 2g is half u square sin 2 theta by g. So when you simplify this, u square gets cancelled, g gets cancelled. So sin theta into sin theta by 2, sin 2 theta. So 2 sin theta cos theta by 2. Sin theta gets cancelled. So tan theta is 2. So theta is tan inverse 2. Next one. This is worked out in the previous session. 96 joule is the answer. Water rises in plant fibers due to capillarity, flow of blood in the veins, rise or fall of water, the flow of ink in an ink pen. They're all capillary actions, influences of capillarity. Now, the acceleration due to gravity becomes g by 2, where g is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth at a height equal to. Actually, the understanding of the question is simple. What height above the surface of the earth will acceleration due to gravity become g by 2? So this is variation of acceleration due to gravity with altitude. How acceleration due to gravity varies with height. Recall the expression g dash is g 1 minus 2h divided by r. This is acceleration due to gravity above the surface of the earth. G is acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. So g dash by g is 1 minus 2h by r. Now what is happening to g dash? It is becoming g by 2. So g by 2 divided by g is 1 minus 2h by r. Or this g gets cancelled. Half equals 2h by r. 1 by 4 equals h by r, or h is equal to 4 by r. So the answer is, I'm sorry, this is r by 4. Yes, h. So this is r divided by 4 is the answer. Again, this is from the previous syllabus. We don't go into the discussion. Sometime later, when we take up those ambiguous concepts, we will work on these questions. Next, the problem says, during an adiabatic process, it is an adiabatic process. The cube of the pressure is found to be inversely proportional to the fourth power of the volume. Cube of the pressure is inversely proportional to the fourth power of the volume. Then the ratio of specific heats has to be calculated. Now, students, very clearly, the process is mentioned to be adiabatic. It is an adiabatic process. And for any adiabatic process, PV to the power of gamma is a constant. If you recall the expression for adiabatic process, PV to the power gamma equals constant, where gamma is Cp divided by Cv. That is what is called ratio of specific heats. I have to calculate gamma in this case. But what is the condition? Cube of the pressure varies inversely as the fourth power of volume. P cube is proportional to 1 by V to the power 4. ಇದನ್ನ question ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. P cube is proportional to 1 by V to the power 4. Or P cube V to the power 4 is a constant. Dividing by 3, PV 4 by 3 is a constant. Now just compare the powers. I want gamma. Gamma is 4 by 3. When I am comparing, gamma turns out to be 4 by 3. And 4 by 3 is nothing but 1.33. So the value of gamma is 1.33. This is again heat flow. So here K1 A theta 1, this I call as theta, is equal to K2A theta minus T comes here, theta naught, A and T gets cancelled, A and T is getting cancelled. So K1 100 minus theta is K2 theta minus 25. Now if you observe, ratio of thermal conductivities is given. So K1 by K2 is theta minus 25 divided by 100 minus theta, 55 degrees Celsius will be the answer. This again worked out from 2011 paper. So when I say workout, please refer the question, try to recall this session, get me the answer. A Carnot's engine operates with the source at 127 degrees Celsius and sink at 27 degrees Celsius. Temperature of the source 127 degrees Celsius. Temperature of the sink 27 degrees Celsius. If it supplies 40 kilojoule of heat energy, what is the work done by the engine? First, we calculate efficiency of the engine, which is 1 minus T2 by T1. So, eta is 1 minus T2 is the temperature of the source. Allah, sink, lower temperature, 27 degree. So, this is 300 divided by T1, temperature of the sink, 127 plus 273, 300. So, efficiency turns to be 1 by 4. But with this efficiency, how will I calculate this work done by the engine? Alternative definition of efficiency. This is work done by heat supplied. So, work done is 1 by 4 into heat supplied is 40 kilojoule. So, work done will be 10 kilojoule. 10 kilojoule will be the answer. Maximum particle velocity in a wave motion is half the wave velocity. Particle velocity is half the wave velocity. Then the amplitude of the wave is equal to. Now, particle velocity is equal to omega E. Or I can write this as 2 pi f into A. Omega I have replaced by 2 pi f. And wave velocity, this is particle velocity, this is wave velocity, this is f lambda. Now he says particle velocity is half the wave velocity. So 2 pi f into A is f lambda by 2. F gets cancelled. We want the value of A, which is lambda divided by 2 pi, should be the A is lambda divided by, yes, 2 pi will be the answer. This is again from the previous syllabus. An engine is moving towards a wall. Engine moves towards a wall with a velocity 50 meter per second and emits a note. So the engine is the source. it is emitting sound waves of frequency 1.2 kilohertz. Speed of sound in air 350 meter per second. Now, the frequency of the note after reflection from the wall as heard by the driver, which means here observer and the source become the same. So we have F dash is V plus V naught divided by V minus Vs into F. So here F dash is equal to V plus Vs divided by V minus Vs into F, because the source and the observer are one and the same. So 350 plus 50, 350 minus 50 into 1.2 into 10 power 3. The answer will be the fourth option, 2.4 kilohertz. This is simple resonance air column experiment. The resonance happens when the frequency of the incident wave is equal to the frequency of the reflected wave. So F dash is equal to F. The surface temperature of the sun has a maximum energy emission at 500 nanometers is 600 Kelvin. Temperature of the star has maximum energy at 400 nanometers. So we have Wien's displacement law, which says lambda 1 T1 is lambda maximum second case T2. T2 has to be calculated. So in first case, lambda is 500 into 10 power minus 9 into 6000 equals 400 into 10 power minus 9 into T2. So when you simplify, the answer will be 7500 Kelvin. So students, we have analyzed 2007 paper. You saw how concepts helped us to solve it. My next class, I will be taking up 2006 discussion. Until then, thank you.